Scientific research, an engine of discovery, fueling things from understanding how baby dinosaurs grow to nanotubes and medical devices. It fuels and impacts our world with knowledge for good. My name is Jacob Scheidler. I'm an environmental scientist, botanist, and co-founder of Liquid, a comprehensive data management and collaboration platform built specifically for scientific research. And this was born out of the very experience of my own research here on an island in Africa called Comoros, a beautiful, wonderful place. And I was there to study roof-harvested rainwater because that is the only water that these people have to drink. And unfortunately, it's a water that they do not trust. And it taught me something very amazing, that my research had to be of utmost impact to help. And that's where I realized this immense problem in the research process of data management, of lost time and lost data. I'm not alone in this problem, in fact. It exists across all research in all disciplines. And it's because of the 4 key components of scientific research and the time that we waste between them. Collection, analysis, instrument integration, and most importantly, the sharing of data and the collaboration to find the conclusion. The problem is that the tools we use to collect do not respond to the tools that we use to analyze. The instrumentation output has to be manually merged to the collection, usually in an Excel spreadsheet. We waste time. It's missed data. We're introducing error. We're decreasing the impact of our research. To date, there has been no single tool or environment to encompass all 4 of them. That is exactly what Liquid is doing. Today, you can collect, you can analyze, you can integrate your instruments, and you can share and collaborate with your team in one space. You're saving time, you're collecting more data, your research is becoming more impactful. That's what research is supposed to do. So let's imagine one piece of research. You may have any number of data sources, from a survey to instrument integration to even qualitative data. What Liquid is doing is encompassing all those different data streams which currently exist independent from one another into one single space. That space we call the data set. That data set is what we are selling. Now, from within that data set, you can control the analysis. You can understand your data. You can also communicate with your colleagues. And there's a big important factor here. Those colleagues we never charge for. It's not per user, it's per data set. The end value of the sciences is the data because it leads directly to the result. But what if you go well beyond just one data set, one project? You're an organization, you're a nonprofit with multiple research projects going on around the world simultaneously with hundreds of researchers. That's exactly the case with one of our enterprise clients, Adventurers and Scientists for Conservation, a nonprofit connecting adventurers and extreme athletes with scientists who need data in the remote locations they go to every single day. We are proud to be their data backbone. All their projects are now digitized and scalable and mobile across all adventurers. They can now spin up new projects 3 to 5 times faster at 1/10 of the cost of comparable tools. We bring them greater scientific rigor, greater impact. And all that, aggregation, collection, simply for $800 a month. They were so impressed with that, they paid for the entire year up front. In that single data set, just 40. You can have hundreds and thousands of collaborators inside. But how big is this space? Well, first, we look at our segments. We have 3 key places we're entering: the environmental nonprofit space, academic professionals, and environmental consulting. And the reason we have these 3 is they all have a similar problem. Data management in the sciences is reducing the impact and increasing or decreasing our scientific rigor. From a size perspective, it's extensive. Over 60,000 nonprofits, 8 million academic professionals, and 250 environmental firms within the US alone. Combined, they spend nearly $4.9 billion on scientific instruments and equipment each year. We begin with the nonprofit space. We have access to direct signing authority, and we immediately get adoption of their hundreds of volunteers, which in fact, of them, many of them, are academic professionals themselves, leading us directly into the next space. To date, we're already generating early recurring revenue. From researchers at the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle and University of Cincinnati to Sustaina, a plant genetics company on the West Coast. They have seen the power of bringing in multiple people into one space to organize their information to have the greatest impact on the output. When we entered Ocean, we had 5 active monthly data sets. Today, we have over 40, and 48% of that growth came in just the last 30 days. And within those data sets, the activity among them has doubled in that same time frame. More people are using it more frequently because it's empowering their work, not ours, but theirs. Now, this is more than just a business. It's more about that impacting the space, but in reality, it's about impacting a people. This is a picture of the first home I sampled on my research, and it taught me something that I will never, ever forget. As I was bending down, gathering this sample, waiting for the result, I had about 50 or so more people behind me eagerly waiting that answer. And as I stood up and I told them that it was actually far better than I could have anticipated, they literally jumped for joy. "Dance, I'm not kidding you, I think an instrument came out of a window." They were far more aware of the problem and eager to participate in the solution than I ever imagined. Liquid is simply connecting the sciences because we believe a better connected science is better science. So if you are a researcher yourself and you want to do the best possible work that you can to impact the world and change it for good, then join Liquid. It's free for 90 days. See what the impact can be. Invite your colleagues, bring in your data, have as much as you want. And if you're an investor that wants to see the next generation of the sciences be realized, talk to us afterwards and join this team. What I've realized by being here at Ocean is a similar thing that I experienced there in Africa. That it's not just the science that is impacting, much like the businesses that are impacting. It's the founders themselves. The impact that I witnessed at this home was not just because of my research. It was the first sample. It was because I was present and I cared. Thank you.